What do you think? Is it the Engine Ice Coolant is the best one? Hey guys, welcome back to CRDMODS, and this is part 2 video of comparison between green color coolant and the Engine Ice Coolant. So we have flushed out our green color coolant totally out and replace it with Engine Ice Coolant. So that is the standard recommendation for the Engine Ice Coolant, and we also replace the engine oil with a Motul 10W50. The major part in this video is that we want to verify two parameters. One parameter is the time taken by the radiator fan to turn on, and the second parameter is at what temperature did the radiator fan turn on. While comparing these two parameters with the part 1 video, we'll come to a conclusion whether the engine ice coolant is doing well or not. So stay tuned guys for the updates on it. So you can see the temperature probe here. We're going to use this temperature probe to track the temperature, and the device is placed at the dash. Let me show that to you. Let me check the current temperature. The current temperature is 27 degrees centigrade. First I'll turn on the ignition and then I'll start the engine. So okay, now the time is around 10:10. Let me start the vehicle. And the benchmark is around 27 degrees centigrade where the vehicle has started at 10:10. So meanwhile, bike is still running. I want to add some paper flaps so we can understand whether when the radiator fan on, so probably we can understand that the movement of the paper flaps can give us a visual representation that the radiator fan is turned on. Let me add them. I have added the flaps, paper flaps. So it went up to 49 degrees centigrade, and you can see the temperature rose up to around 15%. It's been 4 minutes now. I have already driven the vehicle around 120 kilometers after changing, so probably I didn't face any temperature issues. But when I was in the traffic conditions, it was hot. So I was totally into the bumper to bumper traffic for more than around half an hour. So when I realized that super bikes are not meant for proper bumper to bumper traffic, it's not even bumper to bumper traffic. Like I was stalled for at least 5 to 10 minutes at every 100 meters. It was very tough time for me. The temperature even rose up to a maximum point unless until I get the proper drive area to run the vehicle, because there was a meeting going in one area. The roads were totally blocked with that political parties. So it was like very bottleneck and a tough moment for me to bring the vehicle out of it. So I thought might be due to the engine ice coolant, but later I realized that that's not the case, because every super bike, especially like a liter class bike, should never go through such scenarios which I have went. Because if you are going through some such scenarios, probably your battery will get drained out, especially if you are using some low voltage battery rather than the specifically recommended battery. And what happens is that, like, once you turn off your vehicle or park somewhere, and when you try to start your vehicle again, it won't start because it will completely drain your battery unless until the temperature cools down. So it's not suggested to off your vehicle in the situations. Make sure you park your vehicle in a proper safe area in the turn of the vehicle. So that I would suggest you. And my experience for the drive was very wonderful, because I didn't notice any hiccups regarding to the temperature. It was very butter smooth. So anyways, we have a better parameter while comparing with the green color coolant and the engine ice coolant. So by end of this video, we'll understand whether seriously this engine ice coolant is worth enough or not, because few of the mechanics suggest that they use the motor cool. They never use that, but still, because I have chosen the best of the best engine coolants available in the market. If this is going to make a difference, then definitely that will help me out. So the temperature is rose up to almost to somewhere around 48%, and it's been around 7 minutes, and the radiator fan is still not at on. So let me have a reference here. Probably I'm expecting in a minute or two. So let's have our focus on this radiator fan. So once the radiator fan on, we'll just jump back to the temperature gauge and the temperature sensor. So what temperature it is showing and what time did the radiator fan on. So probably I have started the vehicle at 10:10 a.m. So it's been around 7 to 8 minutes now. Let's see that. So the temperature is almost at a 46, 47, 48 percentage, 50%, and the temperature is on 60 degrees centigrade. So one of the important thing is that, like, if you're working on it, see the radiator fan is on. Let's see the temperature now. It took around 9 minutes. It's 10:19. It took around 9 minutes, and the radiator fan on at 65 degrees centigrade. Probably it's now 66, but let us have a reference of 66 degrees centigrade, and the temperature on that radiator fan is on at after 9 minutes. We have a benchmark of a part 1 video. We'll compare now with the part 2 video and show the results on the screen. So in the part 1 of the video, with the green color coolant, it took around 8 minutes to start the radiator fan and at a temperature around 70 degrees centigrade. So with the engine ice coolant and with the engine oil change, so we have observed at the current condition, it took around 9 minutes to turn on the radiator fan, and the temperature benchmark is on 65 degrees centigrade. We can find the difference of more than a minute while comparing with the regular coolant, the green color one. It also have a difference of 5 degrees centigrade when you compare with the green color coolant with the engine ice coolant. So what do you think? Is it the engine ice coolant is the best one? Yes. From my end, what I feel is that it's a better one than the regular coolant which was added earlier. But if you're using some other coolant in your engine, please have these benchmarks and let me know. You can drop your opinions in the comment box. It's not a genuine way to do all these things, but at least we do have some comparison parameters. I feel like it's worth enough when you do a engine oil change or any coolant flush or anything. So finally we came into the conclusion that engine ice coolant is a better one than the green color coolant. Share this video to someone if you think this video will help them. And meanwhile, if you like the content, please drop us a like and subscribe to CRDMODS.India for much more videos. Stay tuned guys.